Hello there, everybody. This is Alex from Hardcoin Guys, bringing my guide for Metroid Dread 0% items on Dread difficulty. Today we are doing part 19 entitled Gravity Suit. My actual favorite suit that you get in pretty much any Metroid game. And yes, that includes, of course, Metroid Prime 2 with the light and dark suit. As cool as those are, you know, I've always been kind of a fan of Gravity Suit, to be honest. So, we're basically still in Barinia. We have Space Jump, and with Space Jump, we need to come over here, knock this thing down, watch out for the micro missiles. That's what I call them. I don't think that's... I think they're called Missiles Plus. That's what they are. They're called Missiles Plus, but I call them micro missiles. I don't know where I got that from. Uh-oh, that was a frame drop. Hopefully that didn't affect anything. We'll see. Lately, I've been having some issues with my computer right now that I do all my editing and all my commentary on and stuff. And if I see some frame drops, that's probably a good sign that something's going to go wrong. So I'll do a quick check and see if I'm actually, in sync. So we're going to land right now. Okay, there you go. So I'll check the sync later. That's just for me. Real quick, down there, if you bomb right near the door, there's going to be a missile that you can get. But since we're doing 0%, then there's no need for it, right? For these guys, just stay on a ledge, stay away, and use diffusion to kind of just take them out. Speaking of diffusion, I've been doing a Metroid Other M playthrough on my other channel on TurnMonkey1497, so if you want to see a Let's Play of that, then go check that out. And I forgot that diffusion beam came from Other M, or at least was also in Other M. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. So anyway, for this little octopus squid thing here, your best bet is either just to wait for the parry if you know the good time to parry. If you know the parry times, then of course that goes without saying. But the best trick there is just to kind of, not slide, because you can't slide, you don't have gravity suit yet, but just, hit the morph ball and just go underneath him and not worry about having to deal with him trying to attack you. So coming up here, when that guy dies, he is going to spawn a sucker. And one thing you could try to do is maybe use diffusion before you get up there and then take him out that way. Or you could do what I did and just, while he's trying to suck you in, just bomb him. Because typically, while you're in morph ball form, you use bombs while getting sucked. They will typically die from it. Especially cross bombs later on. For this guy, you have to pretty much parry him. Because if he's going to still be around the entire time, he's going to cause you so much trouble of trying to get that grapple beam to, well, of course, get broken into. And then after you grapple beam, guys come out of it. There you go. For this guy, just stand back here and shoot him at a distance, because you don't want him to start shooting off, little pellets and what have you. So X parasites, they work in the way now where if you kill an enemy that happens to be a parasite, they are going to leave, transform into something else, and then go from there. Strangely enough, for this guy, well, what I do here is I hog myself to the left corner, so that way he just goes around and loops around and just completely avoids me outright. But sometimes you can get lucky enough where you can get underneath him without him even doing the attack first. Like, you can get down there fast enough, then you can go underneath him and it'll work. But that worked on hard mode for me, so I'm not really sure if that's going to work on Dread perfectly, so I can't say I didn't really test it on Dread mode. But I can say that if you hog the left side, that's typically a good way of doing it. And I figured that out the first time through, and I was like, okay, that works. And, well, lo and behold, yeah, it works perfectly. Coming into this room, there's going to be a guy on the right here. You want to try to get to the position where your camera can just slightly see him. He's up and to the right, and you just want to take him out before he spots you, because obviously, since it's Dread mode, you don't want to get hit. And, I mean, of course, nobody wants to get hit. That's not good to have. Inside this room, you're going to have this guy up here above you, and what I do is I just kind of wait for him to shoot off his sludge. Hit him with a few diffusion beams, just stand underneath that platform to kind of just have good cover. And, slide cloak, or cloak, either way, it doesn't matter. Yeah, these little guys, you don't need to worry about them too much, but since it's Dread mode, I'm kind of just going to take them out just in the off chance that they might catch me, So, that's what I don't want. Make sure you're familiar with how to do the taps. For that wall right there, that's something that you can come from. That's an area you can come from. You don't really need wave beam to blow it up. I mean, you could blow it up and get there early, but you don't really need it. You do have another direction that you can come from that leads you out to there. But anyway, to get to Gravity Suit, we need to knock down this giant machine thing here, and then once we're down here, we can finally enter the Gravity Room area, or Gravity Suit area, room, whatever, and then finally get the ability to pretty much go through lava and walk through water without too much trouble, which is just absolutely amazing. And of course, I'm going to keep the cutscene in because I like the cutscene that plays for the suit upgrades. I think it's badass. I honestly think that Dread's gravity suit is practically like perfection personified. I'm smiling really big right now, but I honestly think that Dread's suit in general is like, oh, it's so cool. Oh, I love Dread's suit. It's partly, I think it's part of the reason why it's like the other 25% of why I love this fucking game for. You know, I love the level layouts. I love how things just feel good and progression feels great and all that. And Ravenbeak, love him too. But anyway, so that's it for this part. I'll see you guys in the next part, and hopefully it'll come soon. So, as always, take care, everybody.